like, something ain't right about that. So I was like, so my boyfriend, I was like, we should cop watch. And so we went down to Emerson, took a right, went around the block, tried to pull into the parking ramp, couldn't. They were already turning traffic. So came and I parked right up here, walked up, and there were people saying like, oh, shots fired, like 9 rounds. We don't know what was happening, and like it was kind of like hard to figure out what was going on. But after talking to enough people, gathered that at least one person was shot, but at the time I was like, I don't know. My guess is it was whoever the police were pursuing. And then a girl came out and she was like gushing blood out of her left leg, and I was like, okay, so that's interesting. And she was in handcuffs. So I was like, okay, well, if she's in handcuffs, she is clearly not a victim of whatever they were pursuing, right? Like, she's being detained, so they probably shot her. And then I overheard them saying that it was glass in her leg that was causing the blood. But she also looked like she got grazed on her shoulder by a bullet. They put her in an ambulance, and then I started seeing Star Tribune reporting that it was the police that shot someone, and I've just been scared.
So thank you. That's how I found out. It was from your feed.
Yeah.
Hi! Sorry, I just heard about this. Welcome in. Please share the stream, give it a thumbs up. Anything to help us get the message out. We will be covering this story as it develops. So, essentially, basically, I was actually planning on doing something because there were protesters on the scene in Minneapolis at the location where George Floyd was killed. The city wants to take down the memorial with the police, being the ones to get rid of everything, and then apparently while everyone was starting to gather up at the Memorial Square, a officer-involved shooting took place at this location, and now a lot of people have come down to this spot to try and lend a cry of their voices being heard against the racist, evil police. So let me get this shared out on Twitter at BoKnows20. Please give it a follow. Like the stream yourself. Share it out if you can. It really helps. But we'll be following this. Ooh, Combat Zone Wrestling. Could it be Nick Gage? This is going to fucking bug me. This new app thing. All right, hold on.
Of this area where, it's very hard to see whether or not they've come in from the other side. Again, hearing that this incident took place at the top level of this parking ramp where we've seen several investigators and sheriff's deputies. But at this time, we're still waiting for one of the agencies investigating to make some type of official statement.
Yes, I believe it was. The name was Tyrone Fauci. No, Damien, we don't know yet. All right, hello once again. If you're just joining us, we are in Minneapolis as the city wants to get rid of the George Floyd Memorial, another police shooting. Allegedly a black man murdered, or shot, I guess, by police, is dead.
Although you were sitting on your asses for a long time. God, eating everything that's smiling, chopping it up. Chop it up with the citizens. God. Chop it up with the citizens. You know what they're afraid of. Oh, no. Record him? You're giving him his time. Another one, huh? I don't hear nothing. Take the barriers down and back to business. Kill niggas as usual, huh? You didn't realize that we're here to take space when we were somewhere else taking space? Like, come on now. Come on now. Bye. ACAB, all cops are bitches. ACAB, all cops are bitches. GTFO. I just go back up a couple sentences, bro. What's the difference? Is your favorite person list that already? I think we did. I think we heard the music. I think you missed it.
It's nice to see people wearing masks there.
Y'all not off the seat? Were y'all bored? Oh, they came to fix the tickets. How many?
Happy to see a lot of people not wearing masks, though. That's a nice change up from what it's been.
Why you got a USA mask on? They don't like you here, bro. So, let's talk about both of us. Let's talk about both of us.
Oh, I would like to make an addendum to a few days ago where we featured a video that I said, that doesn't look like it's Andy No. Turns out it was Andy No, guys. So I was wrong. Yeah, let's see how this goes here.
Raise your hand if you're from Minneapolis. Raise your hand if you're from Minneapolis. Okay, let's widen the net. Get it off of the net. Stop. Let's widen it. Udana, I know the sunglasses is. Both of them. Udana, Bloomington, Richfield. You know there's different police departments, right? You can be What's funny? I want to know the fucking joke.
Hold on, what the hell happened?
They always think that fucking murder is hilarious.
Oh, there we go.
Bitches.
Where the inside don't even know.
They fucking laugh all the goddamn time.
Keep laughing it up.
Laughing it up. There we go.
I can't believe you missed it, bro.
Our boots, your neck.
I don't think they heard it. Okay, you went to go get your megaphone.
You fucking murderous fucking ass.
Is that a bitch cop?
You can take my picture, I don't give a fuck.
You're not funny,
Take my
nigga.
picture, I don't give a fuck.
All right, seen a lot of new friendly faces popping into the stream, so just take a moment. Please like, subscribe. If you can, share the tweet or share this this link on Twitter, Facebook, all sorts of social medias, Telegram, whatever you got, Parler, if that's still a thing. Other than that, if you're coming in late, the city of Minneapolis has been wanting to get rid of the George Floyd Memorial in Minneapolis, at the site of where he died last May. The city was facing backlash from the community. There was kind of a little bit of a standoff at the site today, and it's been raising a lot of tensions. But then, of course, the news within the last hour came out of a officer-involved shooting here, minutes away from the George Floyd spot. So a bunch of the people that were there have run over here, and now people are kind of flocking in. We've been live for about 16 minutes watching what's been going on here in Minneapolis. I would say, I'm not going to go back on this thing, but I'll go back and watch it. I would say the crowd has doubled in size here since we've gone live in the last, like I said, about 16 minutes. So it's a very fluid situation. Not a lot of details are known other than the people that were just passing by, going about their day here, said that they saw police coming down the wrong side of a road, starting to block things off, and then they heard gunfire exchange down the street here at the end of what I guess they said this is a parking garage. So they were so the people were down here closer to where the street is blocked off and the crowd is gathered. They heard the shooting down here at the parking garage, like I said, and then that is when one woman saw a black lady who she said it looked like it had been shot maybe in the shoulder, but definitely had blood from her legs. When she asked, I guess the police told her that it was glass and that she hadn't been shot. But that other people on the scene said that they saw, they're saying that they saw that a black man was dead as well. So it's very conflicting at this point. A lot of emotions running really high here at the scene. It's it's a very fluid situation, like I said. But we'll go back, put on the audio, and Thanks for. We'll probably have to do a few more of those. We'll probably have to do a few more little news break like things if more people start rolling in. But like I said, we don't know a lot right now. Oh, what's this?
Hey, can y'all get the video from my car accident and do your job actually? Well, we just gotta stand around. Because y'all took 4 fucking hours to get there. Do y'all see that? Yes. Anyway.
Doesn't take a bitch asshole. And I understand where you're coming from. Trust me, I do. I understand. Here's the deal. They work. Right, so you understand too. I don't know because you like you asked this. No, of course not, because our job does not define it. No. So they got time on it. They got time. They got all the time in the world. They can follow them. Here's my it's the same thing I said to somebody like you and there's don't take it black babies. If we have this type of response for the same black on black, I'm talking you. I hope you guys know this like you know. That's the hate racism. They laugh because we outnumbered. They laugh because they know they treat you like another nigga. Oh no. I hope not. That's what I heard. No, I hope not. Oh, God. You really think you know you
So this young lady, she's referencing the 2 black cops who are here. She actually said before I was able to get the camera on her, she had told them to get out of their uniforms and come join the protesters.
Yeah, nice try, lady.
The difference between them and us is that they're expected to behave better because we asked them to. So am I. Yes. Why is he your issue? Why are they not your issue? He's not my issue. My issue is no. My issue is not him or anybody else. But when you have a black or a white person, both of them male, tell me when I asked them why are they not giving the same attention to black and white girls. But when you get somebody that tells me, as a black woman, out here doing this work, regardless as to who dies or who gets killed, but when you say, my tax dollars don't go to protect black babies, they go for the police to protect the community.
I'm not defending what he said. I'm not defending what he said. But that's the difference. That is the difference. That's an ignorant person speaking ignorant things. But that's the point. That is a private citizen versus police. Black on black crime is between private citizens versus the police. That have to be held to a different standard, and to pretend it's not is disingenuous.
I think it's important.
The police, we're talking about the police.
No, I said everyone. No, but okay, fine. I'm talking about everyone.
But guess what? Why don't we start with the people who have Chinese fucking new names?
We have a police that lies on the police report. You think that they should still be working?
You're what about it? That's what
we have an officer here that lied on the police report, and he was charged. Do you think that he should be held accountable? Do you think that he should work for the force? Should he still be working on the force?
I'm gonna mute my mic.
Should he still be working on the force? Should he still be working for the force? Should he still? Okay, and so we have one right now.
Put in positions of power and authority be held to a different standard.
Hank,
Is that a different?
Hank, if you can give me about 5 minutes. If you can give me about 5 minutes, we'll come back and we'll do another update for all the late people. As we wait for that, please like and share the stream if you can. Go to Twitter, share it on Facebook and all sorts of things. Let's get more eyes on this because this is going to be an interesting day. But we'll talk about this in a little bit here, Hank. So just hold on and enjoy the show.
street by somebody shooting them, and somebody else, regardless as to what they do for a living, then we'll be a better place.
So that's what we're here for. We're all here because they're here. Okay. So let me ask you, as a black woman,
They get us to have these debates and compare state violence to interpersonal violence.
I know, I'm right there with you. I don't look almost 60, but I am.
Oh, honey, I'm way past 60.
We don't know yet, Hank. It's a very developing story. It's within the last couple of hours. Joe, if more comments come through, can you just put that statement back into the chat a few times as more people ask, just that a spokesperson confirmed Thursday? I know it'll be up on the screen and it should still be in the chat for a while, but that's just a good message to keep putting out, that just the official statement that they've got so far. Thank you, sir. I'll be back in a few minutes. They're doing some lawn care work and stuff outside my apartment. I want to just avoid the super loud leaf blower.
we don't want anyone to want to see an incident where black on black crime and saying that there's not going to be no issue. We don't want that. We want everyone together. Anyone who's in black crime, down south, anyone who's by no matter who, the media.
They brought it, as on the other side, they brought a camera. But I think that was to cover the cameras from the helicopter. Out here too. I don't want people looking. Don't do it. I'll show you.
So she's walking back to a Hennepin County vehicle that's right here. You may be able to see the logo on the vehicle.
Obviously, we're not here for no drama. Not on here. Right? I should have did that shit. Just go home. Hey, I'm with them. All
And I'm going to say, every time I come out, no matter what, because I'm included in all of it. I'm in all of it. We need to stop that. We need to come together. We need to hold them accountable as well, and we need to hold ourselves accountable.
Now that is all I'm saying.
That's all we
That is all we see.
And we're good. We don't want to, when we have the cameras in front of us, we're not divided, we're united. Exactly. Can we agree to that?
Yes, I agree with that. But, and here's the thing. I love it. Here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. People look at me. That's what
Someone said 5. They said that basically
But his result is always a black woman.
there you go. Always a black woman on the front line.
We're not going to hesitate. And we are emotional and
Did you hear her?
drinking up there right now.
You know, I'm sorry about saying all of
Already wearing it.
Yes, Joe is good people. Joe is very good people. All right, so while they got a little break in their conversation, for those that are coming in late, we'll probably be doing this a few more times over the next couple hours. I gotta go to the bathroom. Kind of came on suddenly, but I'm feeling the strong urge. So let me just get your attention quickly. Please give a thumbs up to the video or a thumbs down on YouTube. It helps with being found in the algorithm. Also, sharing to any of your various social medias is helpful. There's a little share button, and it conveniently will let you share to Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, or You know, you can copy the link and put it on your Parler or Telegram. I don't care. But that being said, on the day that Minneapolis begins and tries to dismantle the George Floyd Memorial outside of Cup Foods, there was a group gathered there starting to protest the taking down and that whole shebang. When a bunch of those people were alerted that a police shooting had taken place right here, witnesses say that they saw cops going down the wrong way of a road. Some bullets rang out. They saw a woman who was bloody in the feet and the legs area, who may have been shot in the shoulder-ish area, they thought. Maybe grazed by a bullet was the term she used. She saw that woman being led off in handcuffs by police to an ambulance, though. And when she was asking the police, they said that she some broken glass had struck her, and that other than that, she was fine. Other than that, the probably the more pertinent one that wasn't seen by this woman was that Hennepin County released that a man was shot and killed by the police. I'll just get it up. See, I had a whole thing planned. I had the Sandra Cunningham DUI video ready. I had some comedy to go over, but let's go to Hennepin County Sheriff. I think we'll be able to see it. Maybe it's not on their thing. There is confirmed though. Star Tribune. A murder suspect was fatally shot by a Hennepin County Sheriff's deputy inside a parking ramp near Fremont Avenue and West Lake Avenue this afternoon. A small group of bystanders was at Girardin Lake after the scene. And that's where we are right now. Here, this is that street. So I haven't seen anywhere that it was a murder suspect, but it'll all come out in the wash over the next few hours. But should be interesting as this group was already outraged and upset by the city attempting to remove their memorial in the middle of our street. Our memorial for Big George in the middle of our street. Jacob Fry says we can have it. He says the police are to blame for all our misery. Our memorial in the middle of the street. Big George's memorial in the middle of the street. Big George memorial in the middle of the street. Big George memorial in the middle of the street. It's a little madness, as they say. Should I pull up a karaoke version of that and just and riff on a Minneapolis Our House?
was saying the deputy shot and killed somebody. Which part? It's the same thing with the Gotham in Minneapolis, where there's like all of these different black organizations getting funded and causing a lot of division.
Father wears his Sunday best. George Floyd. I can't do it. I can't think of it on the spot. I'm not good. I already fucked up into the first line of the actual song. It's better just making it up without the melody and the timing behind it and having to be professional. Our memorial in the middle of the street. Our memorial in the middle of our street. Gun violence is at all-time high. But we just look the other way and say it's the cops' fault. Everyone is in disrepair. It doesn't really matter because there's black lives everywhere. Our memorial in the middle of our street. Our memorial in the middle of the street.
Big portion of the crowd that was out here has left. There is a march, a rally that's happening at George Floyd Square. So I think a lot of people went there. We are still waiting for MPD or ATF or the deputies to make some type of statement. They have not yet. Still just kind of waiting to see.
I think this is the right one right here. Hold on. Here we go. This should be better. All right, I'll look at Snack Squad at some point. And by look for Snack Squad, I mean I'll do it right now. No, what the fuck? That should work.
Into
He's going to his shop. He's got a shop right there. He's protecting that during the riots too. You know, John Thompson, Philando Castile's friend. That's when he got involved.
All right, well that was boring.
people together to come together, to heal, and for the first time in a very long time, in fact, it's the first time for many families who have also lost their loved ones to police violence, to actually get someone to recognize the injustice that happened to them. So George Floyd Square and 38th Chicago is an important place, not only for our community here in Minnesota, not only just for the George Floyd family, but the entire world. We saw for the first time in the history people marching in Europe, in Africa, in Asia, and I even heard this morning even in Antarctica. Standing up for justice and standing up against injustice and specifically state-sanctioned violence, which is what happened here on 38th in Chicago.
Bro, I'm just going to throw this out there. Not to cast aspersions on anything or anyone, but like, think about the accomplishments of everyone in the world pales in comparison to George Floyd. George Floyd Square right here is the most important place on earth. There's no place more important to the societal and cultural impact of America more than George Floyd Square.
And what happened this morning is what's been happening. The city leadership in this city does not see the humanity.
Hold on one second. I need to start getting in there, chat squad.
And it's not just about the physical barriers it's an effort for us to turn away from this injustice that happened here. It's an effort to try to whitewash that. It's an effort to try to delete this history. It's an effort to try to say, let's move on. But we're not ready to move on.
Listen!
Floyd's killer is yet to be sentenced. And 3 other officers are yet to be held accountable.
Wow.
Where are we? We are in the city, and we are on the corner that moved the world toward justice. And they came this morning to try to erase that. I want to tell you a little story that many of you don't know. On 35W, if you take 35W south, you're going to come to a T section where you're going to take 62 this way or 62 that way. That did not happen by accident. Residents who lived in that neighborhood said that highway is not going through our neighborhood. So you see this every single day. Talking about traffic coming through here while this entire country is still mourning from the killing of George Floyd. They're talking about trying to support the businesses. You have forgotten this community for so long, and now you're interested in supporting us? Some of you may not know, I've been on 38th in Chicago. I know this community. I've been here since 1993. My elementary school is right over there, Bancroft Elementary School. I went to Sanford Middle School, went to North High. I know this community. I know what 38th in Chicago means. It is one corner that the city of Minneapolis have forgotten about for far too long. So I'm telling all of you right now, today and this morning, what happened was a test. They wanted to see how we respond. Listen! They wanted to see if we went home. They wanted to see if we gave up on the fight for George Floyd, which is a fight for all lives, all stolen lives. But I'm telling you, just like this morning, just like this midday, just like this afternoon, we are here. Say it with me. We are here. 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 Say his name. 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 I want the residents of Minneapolis to wake up. I want you to wake up because politicians who have failed us are now trying to fail us again. And these politicians are also trying to divide our
Yes,
community.
Ilhan
But they
Omar.
don't know
Get rid of
our
her.
community is only getting stronger. We're only getting united more. And we are
United
together
more?
because our fight is not just for those who we have lost. We are fighting for
Guys, you
children.
went from literally support of millions to like 400 people.
And they probably didn't plan for this. But the day that they tried to reopen, you see what happened on Lake Street. Another human being, and we're finding out this right now, that he's a black brother who was shot over there. We'll find out what the details are.
He's deceased.
But the day that we are going to go home and ignore are over. This space is an important space, and it's the leadership of this community. It is George Floyd's family. It is the caretakers who have been here day in and out, who have dealt with every single type of trauma, every single type of aggression from everybody who have been here. And I salute all of them. I salute all of them. We thank you, we see you, we believe you, and we follow
What? No.
your leadership. We're not going to let this city divide our community. They just woke us up. They didn't know about this, but they woke us up. And this is going to be a hot summer, y'all. Because we're going to take back the streets for justice. And we're going to turn this state from being known for Minnesota nice to Minnesota justice. And that means every single one of us has to take that banner. Every single one of us has to protest and rally and march every single day in our own ways, to be powerful, to speak up for the voiceless, and most importantly, to demand the change that so many leaders and so many people have fought for. That change is coming now. So, if 35
He does.
I'm talking about an entire
Say
highway
my
costs
name,
millions
say
of
my
dollars for the
name.
city
No one
to
is
turn that
around.
highway.
Say, baby,
They
I
cannot
love
turn the
you.
traffic and turn this
Don't
place
say,
what it
say my
already
name,
is.
say my
A
name.
national, historic,
You acting kinda crazy. Ain't calling me baby. What a sudden change. Say my name, say my name.
the authority of this place, because now the people of the United States and the families who have lost their loved ones to police violence have taken back and reclaimed this land from you. This space is going to be for all of us. And lastly, we just celebrated the history of the United States, and the history of the United States is a painful history. It's a painful history filled with blood of the genocide of Native Americans and Black Wall Street. They could not even get it right. They called it a riot. When you massacre and get rid of 300 people, and thousands that some of people have even recorded, you cannot call that a riot. That was one of the biggest lynchings in the United States of America. And what did they destroy? They didn't just destroy the people, they destroyed the identity of Black power and Black business and people standing up and building up their own communities. Well, we say enough is enough. In this community right here, we can recreate Black Wall Street right here on 38th in Chicago. We can rebuild economic power right here. So for all the businesses out here, they've neglected you for too long. Don't let them fool you, because they're waiting for us to leave, so they abandoned you. That is what this city is trying to do. But when the people are united, we will never be defeated. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. And we must not give up. We must support the frontline folks that have been here. We need to do everything we can to retake back this place for George Floyd, for all families, and the future of our nation. Making sure that this place is a place that people are already coming to. There are people buying tickets right now just to come right here. Right here. And they care about some traffic coming through here. But you know what? They checked. They checked. Now it's time to check back. It's time for the people to check back and say, enough is enough. No more. This is our space. This is the George Floyd Memorial Site. This will be the George Floyd Memorial Site. Today, tomorrow, and in the future. And with that I say, every single day, we must demand justice by any means.
Thank you, Jelani. Thank you. Next up, we're going to have...
Coach Drew. Hey, my name is Coach Drew. We have a baseball camp Saturday at 10 a.m. at Phelps to all the kids that are parents that want to bring baseball camp. It's called Street, Striving to Reach Educational Excellence Through Sports. So if anybody wants to come out and hang out, we're going to be at Phelps. We're going to be barbecuing, and we're going to have baseball going on, training. It's going to be at 10 o'clock in the morning Saturday.
Thank you, Coach. So really quick, we're gonna have people speak. We're gonna have them line up. We got people in the queue.
Okay, so okay, hold on. Oh, happy! Hey, guess what? Salty Cactus. Let me give you a happy Pride Month, guys. We are celebrating Pride Month here at the Bo No Show. Oh no, I clicked the wrong button. We're gonna keep celebrating Pride Month longer than I wanted. Okay. Whew. All right, we're back. So okay. Before you got me distracted, good boy. You want "Come On Eileen," but the chorus needs to be "Come On Mayor Fry." I don't know about the bring back the 80s. I need to know what that reference is to, but we can work on "Come On Eileen." The only problem is that bridge area of the song. You got the kind of the do ra doom ba doop ba doop boom ba. I don't know how the Mayor Fry will fit into there, so we'll see. Hold on. This is very important work, guys. We're working on parody songs. Okay, hold on. Come on, Mayor Fry. Oh, I swear what he means at this moment. Black people mean everything. That man in the dress is a woman, I confess. For the city's dirty. Aw, come on, Mayor Fry. It doesn't work. I'm sorry. We tried. We're trying. We're gonna spitball that one. We're gonna spitball it. We're gonna work it out. It might work with someone else. It might be a Cuomo parody song. This is like what you did is you did the old WWE pitch where you came into Vince McMahon's office and you said, "Look, I got an idea for me to be the world's toughest astronaut." And I look back at you and I go, "You know what? I like the idea, but you ain't it. Someone else is going to be it. But thanks for your idea. And I'm not going to give you health insurance. And you are an independent contractor, but seriously, $1 million idea. Let's shelve it for someone else. You go back, bring me another idea. It might work for you the next time. Probably going to give it to someone else again." But that being said, shoot, back to catering.
Every black, breathing, or living human being that they saw. 107-year-old Viola Fletcher, a Tulsa Massacre survivor.
Okay. I just was looking for a second. Is that, Okay, hold on. See, this is the problem, though. See, now it's Salty Cactus. So this is why he's the Shawn Michaels. This is why he's the Rock, the Chris Jericho of his generation. Hey, you're Mayor Fry. Oh, you clearly fuck guys. See? God damn it. I love it. I love it. He's Mayor Fry and he fucks guys. What an idea. Mayor Fry to Umbop? We'll find it. We'll find it. It's look. You guys are working on things. We're coming up with ideas. Things are looking great.
And some of y'all don't believe that he will. I don't trust him. That's just the way I feel. I want to. Justice is living in a city where you can trust your elected officials. Justice is living in a city where you can trust your mayor. Justice is living in a city where brothers don't have to do time in prison for shit that they never did. Justice is living in a city where George Floyd is still drawing breath. Justice is living in a city where Kim Potter understands her racism, cognitive dissonance, and the difference between her damn Black 22 and a taser. Justice is living in a city where Dante White is still alive. Justice is living in a city where Terrence Franklin is still alive. Justice is living in a city where the governor doesn't show up for black lives when the street is paved with black blood. Justice is living in a city with bills, as DJ says, are written with trust and promise.
One of the problems that I am having is I'm trying to come up with now this "Come On Eileen" parody with Mayor Fry. I don't see how I get out of it without a departed N-bomb. Like, it needs an unnecessary N-bomb, and the wording fits too perfectly, but problem is that there's like 4 spots that you could throw in a real solid N-bomb, but then you just gotta pick one. Do you front load your N-bomb so that people are like, whoa? Do you leave it for the end? I mean, most parody songs you're gonna get like first verse in. So I don't know. This is gonna be a tough ask to get a Jacob Fry "Come On Eileen" parody. Come on, Mayor Fry. Hey, I hear you fuck guys. At this black moment, black people are killing our city. Hey, look over there. It's another carjacking. And I swear, at this moment, we need more police. Doom, boo. Ooga, chaka, ooga. Ooga, ooga, chaka, ooga. Okay, hold on. Now it's transitioning to this. Okay, hold on. Now it's an "I Can't Stop This Feeling" parody. And I feel like we're getting. Okay, look, we're on a specific tangent right now, Salty Cactus, and you bring me Nanobot and Captain things, and goddamn, you're making my job hard. Now I'm curious. This is the problem. Now I'm curious. Because I saw his stream pop up earlier, and it said we're on a mission, and I didn't know what that meant. And oh, it's over now? All right, hold on.
Why are they protecting an entire block? When they killed Terrence Franklin, they cut down half the block because they knew that we wouldn't show up.
Dude, I could do laundry with that.
What? No. Why did I click over to this? Is this the nano call? Wait, did he just dox her number?
It's buffering.
Oh, okay. No, it's a dono that's doxing the number.
Though his videos are funny. It says if any of the.
Okay, that turned out to be a waste.
Be probation and time served. That means the time he spent in prison and then gets out and walks on probation.
I mean,
That ain't right. That ain't right. The prosecution is saying Derek Chauvin should spend 30 years in prison. 70 does sound better. 70 sounds great. I'll take 70. But they're saying he should spend 30 years in prison. Here's the problem, and this is for all the brothers out here. It's all for all the people out here that know people that have been in prison. You know black men that are spending time in prison for more time with marijuana charges than a killer cop will for modern-day lynching. There are brothers in prison spending more time for marijuana charges than Derek Chauvin is looking at. Say that ain't right. That ain't right. Say that ain't right. Say that ain't right. I'm going to introduce a community member to you that's been out here healing people, tending to people, speaking to people, and is one of the people that has inspired me from day one that I met her. So I want to ask Kia Bible to come up and speak to people and just tell us how you're feeling, tell us what you want. Give it up for Kia, y'all.
First of all, I want to start off by saying I love y'all. I love each and every one of y'all. And I'd rather y'all be here today than to not show up at all. I don't care if you was here yesterday or the week before that. The fact that you're here today shows that you care. And you remind us that we matter. We've been out here day in and day out, repeatedly dealt with trauma that we have not had the privilege to actually digest yet. And yet we still find time to hold one another and embrace one another and find time to say that I love you or that I care. At the end of the day, if we show up, we have a voice. If we don't show up, we're silenced. And that's exactly what they want from us. What do they say? We ain't got nothing to lose but our chains. And we didn't put them chains on us. Listen. We didn't ask for them chains to be put
Listen!
on us. There's something else I say to people often. I can set a picture up here right now that has 3 white men holding 3 black men sitting on their knees while they are dressed in their Sunday's best with chains wrapped around their necks. And I can guarantee you, the one thing that will not change if I was to flip that script and put the black men in their shoes is the fact that the men that are sitting on their knees still sit with their head held high and their chest poked out, because you cannot kill us. You cannot remove our minds from us. And unless we let them program us into a way that we don't want to be, we will not fail. You do or you don't. There's no in between. Either you stand up and come out here or you work behind the scenes. It don't matter where you come from. We got somebody that drove all the way from Arkansas today. They woke up this morning and seen something on their Facebook and was like, hell no, I'm coming.
Listen!
If I sleep in the middle of them streets, I'm going to do that. And I respect that. And if you got to go home to tend to your family, I respect that too. Because at the end of the day, our youth is our future. And it's our responsibility to teach them. We have to teach them right, because one day they will lead us. We have youth that stand up and hold rallies, 15, 16 years old, and speak in their whole heart and saying it from their chest. And yet we have people that say that they're afraid to come to 38th in Chicago because they don't know what to expect. But guess what? Every single time a black man steps foot out his house, he don't know what to expect either. And you hold him accountable because of the skin tone that he came out of the womb with. The whole point of this is for us to have all lives matter. And we keep saying until a black life matters, all lives cannot matter. They often say that the most disrespected woman is a black woman. Misogynoir, that's real. Don't let nobody underestimate what anybody else has to say. We can't take everybody out here for face value, and that's a fact. But our word is our bond. So if you come out here and you speak that shit, you better stand on it. Because if not, we gonna stand on you. We will hold you accountable. It's not fair that the police can come out here and hold us accountable to laws that they don't even have to be held accountable for. Who are you to come out here and tell us that we are doing wrong, yet you say you mistakenly did something because you didn't know no better? What? You cannot pull up on somebody and say, hey, if you don't know the law, guess what? You going to jail. But if the police don't know the law, guess what? he gets to walk with probation or a slap on the wrist. And qualified immunity. They're doing it in multiple other states right now. Why is it that we've been the ones standing out here for 300 plus odd days, and yet we haven't been able to end qualified immunity? Why is it that our police department still stands the same? If you're here for us and you want to work with us, then you need to learn how to embrace us. Come out here as individuals. You don't got to come out here in your uniform. We'll accept you, we'll embrace you, because this is a place of love, as King likes to say. We're going to be here for you. You need a shoulder to cry on? We got one. You can't speak today? Somebody going to stand up and speak on behalf of you. You need a hug? Say that. COVID be damned. Just saying. At the end of the day, it's either we stand up or we go home. Those barricades that they removed today drew a wedge between us and our black men. And I refuse to discard them, regardless if we feel they did wrong or not. I love you. I love you. I love you. We cannot discard our people. We don't get no more of them, just like we don't get no more land. We are owned by the white man. We got a social security number so they can track us. It's hard to be out here and mask your pain. It's hard to be out here and not be able to express your emotions because you got to be strong for somebody else. But I also got to go home to the 5 beautiful young ladies that I'm raising and tell them that they matter and that I'm going to come home. All I can say is either show up and stand 10 toes down, come correct, or come at all.
I don't know if I'm even having dinner. I ate a pretty big lunch, but I'm having a can of Coke right now. It's very refreshing.
It's a learned behavior. You have emotions, and it is
Now, also, when you say that you're having White Russian ice cream, are you putting like vanilla ice cream with Kahlua? Or are you also making a full White Russian and then putting it on top of ice cream?
Until we start holding the hands that the guns are in, only then will we stop counting bullets in our walls. Only then will we stop seeing bullets fly through our children's heads because they're shooting aimlessly. Our black men, our black people have been traumatized to a point that they don't even know how to articulate themselves anymore. I'm at a loss for words sometimes when it comes to my people. But at the end of the day, I don't care what color your face is that showed up. You showed up because a black life mattered to you. So I thank you for that. Continue to stay loyal to a black life because we mean something. And if we didn't, we'll be damned if we don't. We will stand our own ground because that's what we've done all our lives. They call us savages. No, it's living in a survival instinct mode at all times. When do we get a chance to breathe and say, okay, I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to feel good just because I can? You walk out the door and you're going to look over your shoulder. And I'll be damned if I got to keep looking over the shoulder of my children as well. Stand up. A fist held together, that's a hell of a lot harder to break them fingers off versus us raising our hand and asking a question. You gonna hear us. We're not here to demand respect. We stood our ground and we showed you nothing but love and hospitality.
By the way, I just want to mention, for anyone who's curious, people are getting deleted their comments left and right in the chat, and I'm just talking mad carte blanche shit in the chat, and none of it's getting deleted. We'll just keep this on for a second. You can watch as all of these comments get deleted, and then mine stay up, which are just clearly nonsense. I mean, look at this comment. In 15 years, all of you whites will be enslaved by the master race, and we're going to gas and starve all of you. I just want all white people to die. Like, I want to watch a comment get deleted in real time with you guys, and then just post something incredibly cringe after it. I hope all... Literally every white man is a murderer of... Nah, that's not a good one. You all are racists to the superior black man. This is why all of you whites should die. This is allowed. This is allowed. These are the comments that these people allow. And then we'll see if someone. I mean, a lot of the people have been already blocked for their things. Meeting tonight at 10 p.m. in Robbinsdale to lynch a white boy like they did, like them white devil cops did Big George. We gonna hang all whites from trees. See, these are these are the fun things to do in the Antifa chats. That's what I'm talking about.
There's something closer than a heartbeat. All I can say is I woke up. Every day I wake up, bless God. I'd be here if I didn't. But I woke up and...
All right, well, first off, that's Ellen DeGeneres, and she's just here because her show got canceled.
I thank God for his daily bread and daily portion, but most of all, I ask for strength for the day. And then normally I go back to bed and I go
Wait.
a couple hours and then I get up and
Paul Harvey's comment got deleted, but not me.
water my plants, and then I come in and then I water more plants, and then
Fuck you, white cracker, Paul Harvey. We gonna kill you and rape your white ass bitch wife.
They're taking down the monument. I said, what you mean? She said, I said, well, what part are they at? You hear what I said? What part are they at? Okay. See, because I'm the engineer of it.
And the comment is it still up?
So that if any time that they could have any question or understand about the engineering principles, I would address them accordingly. That's why I did it. That's why the exact measurements. The side you're sitting on is 8 foot. They're
At
sitting on 12 foot.
Kevin.
4, okay? These are all 24 feet away. The ordinance says we need 18.
Fuck you, cracker.
Okay, so we still got 6 feet.
We gonna
The thing is, what
come
happens is
drag
they
you
make
out
that over there, and then so they say
of your
in order for us to put
house,
barricades there to say that, we'd have to push
burn
this.
it down,
But see, they just
piss
planted
on
this,
you,
planted this.
and rape you to death. Fuck you, cracker.
This is from the riots, from everything that you see. I took it from the riots, the dirt, everything.
Will it stay up?
With my dump truck, I have pictures, and last year everybody said, "What the hell are you doing?" It was my Noah moment.
Magic.
But you know what? One day they said, "Oh, you can't," and I said, well, "Don't tell me what I can't do," because Elijah and I, we sat right there. We looked at the clouds, and I told him what was going to happen. And then by Father's Day, it was made. Okay, all right. And so the thing is it was during the time. Do you mind if I can't even? Can I get up here? Can I? Cause I feel better up here.
Wait, you got to get up on the memorial?
My feet feel so much better right here. Okay?
trampling through the memorial.
What happened was they thought we were crazy, you know? But they were crazy. They must have been crazy because what happened, they left us. One, the mayor called whoever, the National Guards or whatever, and then the council, we need security.
Damn right we're protected by the rainbow flag.
Okay. And
it's going to stay that way forever.
Here. And they were still
understand?
saying, we don't even know if we can compress charges.
We love the gays here.
Go ahead, destroy whatever you want.
This is a gay-friendly
We're just going
program.
to arrest you, fine, but we'll get more property. But however, what we did is I was here and I said, everybody, let's stand down at 8, and most of us stood down, and then everybody else got caught. True story. Okay, and then we showed the world what to do. We beautified, right? And we publicized. Hey, come do a good thing. And then we unified. That allowed us to mobilize. And when the rest of the world saw us, they responded accordingly. Am I correct? Yeah. And see, that was a response of what we represent. See, we're not only the city where purple is from Pence, but also world peace is from. This is where world peace began. Excuse me. This is where world peace began. You know how I know? Because last year I gave an interview between North Korea and South Korea. Same day. I thought it was the same person. I said, did you just go change your suit? He said, no, I'm from North Korea. I said, what? No, I used to play basketball. Cat's out the bag. I played basketball. But I played in Korea. And so, again, you know, I said, well, shoot, this must be Martin Luther King's dream, right? Where blacks, whites, Jews, Muslims, Protestant, Catholics, all together in peace. Am I right? Amen? Amen. So we're living in the dream. We're not only living in the dream, but we're defending our right to the dream, right? And this is led by peace, okay? And so this morning at 5:08 or 5:09 when I got here anyway, it takes me 45 minutes. I made it 25, okay, but I made it. And we got here and they were taking everything apart. And I asked them, I said, do you know what you're taking apart? And they said, no. And I said, this is repeat after me, National Historic Monument. National Historic Monument. Which goes in the middle of a National Historic District. Sound good. All we need are the components. So what the components would be is we would need to have a national incident. Did we have one in 2020? Okay, we got one. All right, let me see. Then we would need, ma'am, can I borrow one of these bricks? Can I? I'm sorry. No. We need something from the riots. Okay? We need something from the riots. So this is a national historic artifact, right? Okay? That's part of a national historical monument, correct? Right? From the riots of 2020, correct? So all we'll need in order for that to do...
I'm sorry, wait, did he just say the riots of 2020?
No, I talk with my hands. I don't talk with...
I'm sorry, hold on. I'd like to get that on just on film.
Most time, this
Hold
is
on.
my sign language.
I got to go back and hear that. Just sorry.
Need something from the riots. So
Okay.
this is a national...
He said it a couple times. Hold on. Okay.
Artifact.
You got to go back.
Sound good. All we need are the components. So what the components would be is we would need to have a national incident. Did we have one in 2020? Okay, we got one. All right, let me see. Then we would need, ma'am, can I borrow one of these bricks? Can I? I'm sorry. No. We need something from the riots. Okay? We need something from the riots. So this is a national historic artifact, right? Okay? That's part of a national historical monument, correct? Right? from the riots of 2020, correct? So all we'll need in order for that to do, but see, I got my half done. I talk with my hands. I don't talk with this much. Y'all, I'm just today, but most time this is my sign language. And so I have the
I fucked it up.
application for the National Historic
I fucked it up. Hold on.
process.
I fucked it up. Can I go back? Can you indulge me?
District. Sound good. All we need are the components. So what the components would be is we would need to have a national incident. Do we have one in 2020? Okay, we got one. All right, let me see. Then we would need, ma'am, can I borrow one of these bricks? Can I? I'm sorry. No. Listen. We need something from the riots. Okay? We need something from the riots. So this is a national historic artifact, right? Okay? That's part of a national historical monument, correct? Right? From the riots of 2020.
Oh, fuck.
It's ironic though, but basically the city.
All right. We'll go back to live.
We spoke to them and we told them that, you know, this is.
Hopefully.
This
He's
voice
still
you
speaking.
hear right here. This is the one that they heard. And when I couldn't speak in the English language to get them, I spoke in the heavenly language. And they stopped. And because the last thing that I said to Janelle was this: arise, O Lord, and scatter thine enemies. I was here 7 minutes. And what happened? Did they stop? Can I read a witness? Did they stop? Did they stop? Yes, they did. They stopped. That's why all this is here. After 7 minutes, they stopped. Because, see, one of the city workers, he came over to me. He was like, yeah, Brother Jay, man, for real, though, because I was over there and I looked at my boss, and I looked over, and she was crying. And then she looked at, I was like, you all right? You all right, Julius? You all right? He was like, she said, pull everybody back. Put everybody back. Clear out the way. Clear out the way. And then, next thing you know, I'm talking around. Then they come around me. Sir, where do you want to put these boxes at? Sir, hold on. And I'm like, come on, sir. I said, okay, sir, we don't really want to move anything. We just need a little space. I said, well, you know what? You could have just spoke to me in advance. I engineered this. I built a garden that you've never had on Minneapolis ever. See, because most of the roundabouts go in. Mine's on top of the ground. See, I'll explain it to you. It has a drain tile around here. It has Cat 5. It has moisture barrier around here. And it's on a slope grade. So what goes on is this: as the moisture goes in, it gets captured. Anything else overflows. That's why on rainy days it looks like a pool of glass. If you've all been here, it looks like a pool of glass. But see, everything else kept in. But then as the ground heats up, it acts like a pot. The ridges, and so what happens is it moisturizes from the ground up. But Minneapolis ain't got shit like this. Okay? And they want to get rid of it. You know? And it's on recycled plants. And you know how much it didn't cost them 50 cents, because I got it back. It didn't cost them anything. And you want to get rid of it? And this is to represent all the murder and mayhem. See, what happened was this: they tried to do like their fourth. See, you learn like your daddy teach you. See, their daddy taught them to go by force, but they don't know my father is of wisdom. And our foundation of the king of every kingdom is wisdom. And you know what? And we have this fiery sword that is our tongue that could cut through the very sinew of every existence. Most people believe that I am here. No, but here is inside of who I am. This world, this every galaxy, everything that's ever created is inside of who I am. This This is my remote control. This, I am you and you are me, and that's how life goes on. This is our power. Our power is I am, not that I was, not that I might be. His power is I am. I am. I am. I am
burning down around in little sentimental. I am. Wait, hold on. What song is that?
He can never get up again, but we can lift up the peace that he would have. See, nothing is worth more than our peace. Nothing. Nothing. And that's why they left. Because I told them, I said, you know what? Whoever is against us in this city staff, and they were elected official, they will never ever be elected ever again in anything. And their kids won't even be able to, their kids won't even be able to run for school president. They will not be able to get elected. You think I'm playing. And their kids. I do not. I know 4 generations on earth and in heaven. You think I'm playing. See, the government is on our shoulder. It's this, we don't serve them.
That's right.
Us.
I don't know why I thought it was a sex type thing by STP.
If they can't walk with us, don't vote for them.
I thought it was. I got them confused. What is it? I am smelling like the day they were shoving put his knee on my neck. I am somebody on my deathbed giving me a funeral in the middle of a COVID.
Comedy prize on sale. Do not vote for that man. If he ain't gonna walk with us, do not vote for him. Okay? So they left. That's a win.
Also, I love no talk so far of the guy who actually got shot today. At the actual event here. Can we hear the first 10 seconds of this song? Because I haven't listened to this in at least probably at least 2 or 3 years. And look, why can't I think of his name right now? Fuck, I always do this where Scott Weiland of STP. And I forgot the brothers' names that were the guitarist and the bassist. But dude, fucking Scott Weiland was really one of the last rock and roll guys who actually lived rock and roll. Lane Staley was tragic and shit, but he was just a junkie who wanted to do fucking heroin and be alone. Scott Weiland wanted to do junk and fuck hookers and be a douchebag to his bandmates and fucking thought he was a literal god. And you can't really disagree when you hear him sing. The man had a beautiful voice. God, he was an asshole, but fucking the last true rock star who lived it to the day he died. I mean, everyone else has gotten clean and sober. Axl Rose is a halfway functioning human being. Slash is into CrossFitter thing. Duff McKagan of Guns N' Roses is a financial, financial stockbroker. Dave Grohl's just a fucking teetotaling weirdo who really is just autistic about music. Fucking Scott Weiland, man. Lived it to the day he died. Just fucking booze and pills. Heroin. Fuck, that's just fucking heavy. Yo, I'm dead, I'm bloated. I Okay, hold on. I gotta find out now. How tall was Scott Weiland? Because he sounds like a guy who's screaming from who's like 6'2" and jacked up on roids, like Phil Anselmo of Slayer. I'm not Slayer. Of Pantera. Like, I need to know how tall was Scott Weiland, because he's probably like 5'8". Okay, he's 5'11", so 5'9". Just to think that this little guy who weighs probably, if he's 5'11", probably weighs 150 pounds. Just being Sunday afternoon, would you even know how? And you're like, all right, buddy, you look like this. Like, you look like a little kid. I am dead and bloated, 'cause I drank too much and I hated my wife and kids. Look at him. He just doesn't look like... He looks like he should be the guy from Muse. He looks like the guy from Muse. Like, he looks like he should be singing in a sweet falsetto. Right there, he kind of looks just like a transgendered Lou Reed, but you know, to each their own. What was the guy from Muse's name? I forgot it. Matt Bellamy, that's his name, I think. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's in the corner. He kind of looks like he looks like the cracked out, the drug addicted older brother of Matt Bellamy of Muse. Not like a fucking grunge and light heavy metal icon. All right, where's the George Floyd shit again? He's still talking? Bro, I wanted to go on like a 3-minute rant just to talk about something else to avoid listening to any more of this guy talk. Anyone giving a speech over 7 minutes is just going to lose my interest. I never did well in church. Never did good in it's a big reason why I didn't do well in college. The long, rambling professor class things made me uninterested. Like, I can't. As this is going to come as a surprise to most people, a lot of you aren't interesting enough to keep people's attention for longer than like 3 minutes, let alone 5. I mean, so it's just really, it's just really a shame that these speeches go on for half an hour. And I mean, look, people are taking knees. They're all looking around, talking amongst each other. The people that are actually looking are just trying to be polite at this point. You can tell on their faces. No one's learning anything from this.
Saying that's, I'm just, you know what? I'm a warrior king, and when it's about my people, that's it. It's when it's about that's it. Service to all. Service to all. The son don't choose who gets this. It's just how you gonna use it. So I'm not here to judge. I'm here to love. That's it. And this is my love brand, linking our values and efforts. And I just want to get through it. Okay? I apologize if I've been long-winded, but it's been a long day, and I'm sensitive. Okay? Already, I'm very vulnerable right about now. All right? Okay? See. Justice. No justice, no peace. No justice.
All right. Well, I'm feeling kind of personally attacked by the you listen to Corinne. First off, Corinne is one of the people on Earth who is capable of keeping your attention for longer than 3 to 5 minutes of talking at a time. Corinne is a powder keg of fun. Psychosis. Now, that being said, I'm not saying that you can always listen to Corinne, but you can't argue that Corinne, especially in 5 to 7 minute doses, is not fucking hilarious. Like Corinne doing nothing can be better than most people in dire situations. Look, there was a few of those protest days in Los Angeles where literally Corinne carried 300-400 viewer streams at a time, just causing ruckuses at those protests at the Beverly Hills sign. And then they'd have all the groups would show up, and there'd be like 10 of them streaming at a time. Does anyone remember the night where her and Baked Alaska and Mondo got into it, and then they got into it with a black guy who was reporting from England, and Corinne went and hid in a bathroom? Corinne caused an entire scene. Corinne caused arrests at protests, and we loved every moment of it. Corinne is, you're not supposed to receive her. Corinne is a Fast and the Furious movie. Corinne is Transformers 9. There's no plot. You're not going to learn a life lesson. You're not going to learn anything. You're going to watch 2 hours of CGI, monsters destroying cityscapes that you've grown to love. Corinne's not you're not meant to receive Corinne. You're just supposed to watch and go, all right. And well, all right. I guess it's about 8:00 now, and I guess I'll take a bath and have a glass of wine and go to bed. It's mindless entertainment. There's nothing, like, we're learning nothing here. But it's boring. This is boring learning nothing. Corinne, look, this is your fault. What's she doing? See, even right now, the anticipation of what she could be up to is truly amazing. Like, there's not many other people that if you're looking up, you go, I wonder. If you see that they're live, that you go, oh, this might be good. Like I've got about 10 people that guaranteed if they go live, it's gonna be something. Might not be good, but it's gonna be something, and it's gonna be interesting.
My beloved members and moderators, only my beloved members and moderators, activate.
Get ready to clap.
Lavender force in cyberspace. Time to make this world
just a little bit
a better place. How are you gonna do it? What are you gonna do? I wanna be true. I wanna inspire you. Yes. You gotta say yes. There's so much no in this world. You gotta say yes. Yes. What are you saying yes to? Our freedom. Yes. What are you saying yes to? Our prosperity. Yes.
Harder, faster, deeper, stronger. Corinne forever, Corinne beyond her. Harder, faster, deeper, stronger. Corinne forever, Corinne beyond her.
Speak truth to power.
Corinne
beyond her. Corinne forever, Corinne beyond her.
How is he still going? That's what I want to know. How?
I got 200 homes that are non-MLS for sale. I don't bullshit you. I call my CFO. If you need, trust me. There's 200 around this area. They have their duplexes and singleplex. I'm serious. Okay? That's what I'm about. For everyone. Okay? I don't wear a big ass sign, but I'm just about my father's business. And this is what it is. It's about his people. It's a broken people. To rebuild a broken people.
And the audience is beginning to filter out.
To redeem a people scattered through all over the sea. Oh, bring ye all seas and isles. Bring my children. Bring them. Oh, bless you. Look who we are. Look who we are gathered. You know, in love. You know? We don't want to just black out on July 7th or whatever day. We want to black in. We want a trade center. We want to bring everybody their goods here. Let's bring all our stuff in here. Let's bring we don't have to, oh no, I ain't going to shop out there no more. Let's bring all our stuff in here and let's bring it together. Ujama, Arambe. Anyway, that's another thing. But Amanda. Amanda. In South Africa, they sing Amanda Awetu. We are the power, we are the people. During apartheid, Amanda Awetu. This is for everybody.
No, hold on.
I'm not bullshit.
That's not it.
I represent everybody. I feel you. And that's what it is. I put this on my, it was on me for everybody. Why? Because I'm your hands moving. You're my wisdom, my thought, my love there reflecting.
Not what they say.
I'm your hands and legs moving. You're my.
That's not the South. It's the circle of life. Yeah. See, that you got it wrong, buddy.
Resumes. How can we help you? Hey, I can refer you here. How can we do that together? Look around you. Check your strength. Look around you. Check your strength. Look who you got around you. That's your strength. Do me a favor. Look to your left and say, you matter. You matter. Look to your right and you matter. You matter. That's where it begins. You know? That's where it is. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Who can defeat us? Who can defeat us? Who can defeat us? We are. 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 And last thing, I got a meeting with Alondra Cano and Andrea Jenkins. And see, because I helped Alondra Cano back in the day. And anyway, she called me. You can check my phone. I don't have to lie to anybody. My mama is.
Who can what?
Anyway, and we got a meeting coming up. And what she said, you know what she said? She said, I know who you are. I know what you stand for. And I support whatever you want. I said, well, National Historic Monument, we need you. She said, okay, well, I'll have Andrea there, and plus, I'll have 2 other people there, and yes, and so, yeah. And so all the people who was trying to bully the caretakers, the people that were trying to bully the caretakers, recognized that the lion that they were afraid of is on my leash. The lion that they're afraid of is on my leash. Okay? The lion that they're afraid of is on my leash. Okay? I am the lion of Judah. A lady of this lion that they call the government is, what is this to me? What is this snake that they have? I'm an eagle. I pulled it up to the air, and now what can they do but fall? You understand? So, because you see, the thing is humility is where you get lifted. But they went high to the table, so that's why they're here with me. And I said, sit your ass down till after I have this meeting, and let me know what you want. You want some hot Takis and Cheetos? You want some pop? What else you want? Don't tell your mama I got it to you. I love you. But you know what? that sit their ass down. Because this is people, this is about the people. See, they try to come in with power, we come in with the peace, and then the people, you know what we're gonna do is prosper, and then they're gonna see our power, okay? So right now we got a meeting with Alondra, and she's already okay. She said, hey, you know what, Jay, we're gonna, because in Spanish I'm chiquilín, porque puedo hablar español. Si quiere traducir eso, luego ven a mí al otro lado, please. Okay, but the thing is, I'm chiquilín in Spanish, and so she said, chiquilín, I'll do whatever I can do to help you. Okay, and then lastly, the engineers. I know. The engineers, the two bosses, once they got here, they came in the greenhouse and they sat down and they said, well, what are we? I said, we're at an impasse. I said, y'all ain't doing shit. And they're like, okay. And then I said, well, you know what? We can just make a small adjustment. And they said, look, Jay, it's fine. I can show you the email. They said, look, it's fine. Just call us when you're ready to talk. Peace. I can show you my email right now. You know? I know. I got you. You know? But the people got to hear this. Because this is about the finality of the situation, young daughter. Is that because otherwise without this conversation from Alondra Cano, that means that they can come back and move everything. And they can, because I know Jacob Fry, I know the guys, they shift and change. But this conversation is here. I'm here speaking. I'm saying I have a meeting with her, and I'm saying that I have your best interest at heart, and I'm saying that's it. I'm holding them accountable like you hold me accountable. And yeah, I've been long, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. No one can defeat us. And so the bosses that were the engineers, they stood down. And Alondra Cano and Andrea Jenkins, who were open to move this, have changed their mind. That's a fucking win. I asked. That's a win for George Floyd. Because all the black monuments have been removed. All the black monuments have been removed. The Emmett Till's behind you. He didn't even get a flower. And they were trying to move this shit. You know? She's fucking still alive. And you want me to get off the phone? Get your ass on the phone and go get that lady that accused Emmett Till. And I'll get off the microphone. Let's get him. Let's get him. But you know what? Excuse me. I'm hot and I'm mad. Because they try to remove this. They try to erase us. They tried to erase us, but they can't erase us. We here forever. We here forever. Southside, we outside. We right here forever. We out. They can't nobody run this but us. This for us.
Yep, it's for us.
Shit, already. Hey, but nothing to tell me to you. Last thing, I'm getting out. Hey, do me one more thing.
He said that already 5 times.
Wait, last one, I promise. Shine, dude, excuse me. Shine so fucking bright that the sun gets jealous. Because the best revenge is massive success. So everybody shine bright as you can. Shine and stick it to them. Thank you.
Finally, it's over.
Thank you so much, Jay.
Finally, it's over.
All for being here.
That was 30.
With community.
30. 37 minutes.
Always now, always near. That's all right with me.
Wait. 38 minutes and 20 seconds ago, he was given the mic. Once again, 38 minutes. Wow. That was a 38-minute speech. He talked for 38 minutes.
the ground because I don't have one for this, for the living. And we are the people who are living in this thing. And when I woke up and I saw those bulldozers in this square, I knew that they didn't trust us. They were scared of us. They didn't know what to do with us, and they didn't think that we were human beings, and they didn't think that we mattered. Black lives matter. The ones that live, too. We are here, and the world has taught, the United States has taught everyone not to fear black people and to not think that they are on the same level as white people and as are human beings. And we saw that today when they didn't let us know that they were coming. They were scared we would do something. They were scared. I don't know what they were scared of. But anybody, if you told them that they're going to move a memorial of your grandma, of your mama, I don't care what it is, or someone who's important to you, they would let you know so you could be there or not be there, so that you could mourn, so that you could do whatever you needed to do it in a respectful way. There are people out here every day, and I'm going to defer to them as to whether or not it should be open, and whatever they say is what I'm going to do, because they're out here every day taking care of this. Jay is out here every day taking care of this, and he deserves all the respect in the world. Lots of other people out here are out here every day taking care of this. But one thing they need to do is they need to treat us like human beings, and they need to say when it's done. I mean, we could have had a ceremony out here, all sorts of things. Now, the last thing I'm going to tell you is why people are afraid of us. People are afraid of black people, are taught to be afraid of black people by the media, by the news, by everything, our very culture. After slavery, after the Reconstruction, during the Reconstruction, the South realized they don't have any free labor anymore. What are they going to do? They're going to go into bankruptcy. Everything's going to be crap. So they need free labor again. So they make up laws to arrest black people and to do their free work for them. And then they tell everybody, see, we can't trust them to be free, because see how many of them are going to jail? See how many of them are getting into trouble? When they made the system to do that in order for us not to succeed, so that they could use us for free labor and economics, and to have somebody for the poor white people to say, at least I'm not them. We need to make sure that no matter what, we need to be treated like human beings. And if you had any doubt that the system thinks that black lives do not matter, then this morning should have told you different. Every one of those bulldozers should have told you something different. Thank you. Thank you, Virgie.
Maybe it's important that I first start by introducing myself. For those of you that don't know me, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Salam means peace. I'm Zainab Mohammed. I'm the Community Advocacy Manager for the Council on American-Islamic Relations. I'm also a neighbor to this community. I live right on 31st and Bloomington, so I've been coming to the street my entire life.
Raised by the streets.
And the city leaders and the leadership in
What?
choosing to open up George Floyd Square this morning before everybody got up, and telling to the community in a press release, not a press conference, not a phone call, but a press release, shows you the lack and the failed leadership of this city. And if there is a moment where you woke up this year, where George Floyd's life made you think twice about the injustices that have been happening in this country for the last 400 years, then maybe today will be your moment to show up, to realize that this space has become a space where people heal and have a conversation, where people mobilize. And it is because of all
not everyone's made for the streets, that is why they make the sidewalks for you to walk by. Only I was raised on the streets. I was raised by some motherfucking G's. Only I was raised on the streets. I was raised on these motherfucking streets. Not everyone's made for the streets, that is why they make the sidewalks for you to walk by.
I was raised on these streets. If anyone's wondering, he's actually a pretty good rapper. I'm a big fan of him. His name is Sad Boy Loco. This is off his new album. That's track 3 is Raised on These Streets, featuring Young Dopey. But he's actually really good. Sad Boy Loco. He's like positive Vato rapper. like it's all about being raised on the streets, but then like using the streets to actually earn a legitimate buck. It's the inverse of the outverse. Raised by the streets, you learn the hard way, serve your time, come out with a clear mind, help the next generation not repeat your mistakes. It's a rinse and repeat. As old as the streets are. I like Hood Boy Vato. Or yeah, not Hood Boy Vato. Sad Boy Loco. Hood Boy Vato is different. That's this one. That's a piece. That's this one. Hold on. I love Mexican rap. This is Hood Vato. This is